In the heart of ancient Greece, nestled amidst the majestic ruins of temples like Delphi and Eleusis, archaeologists have uncovered a labyrinth of hidden tunnels and chambers. These clandestine pathways, concealed beneath the hallowed grounds where gods were worshipped and mysteries unveiled, are rewriting our understanding of ancient Greek religion. What secrets did these tunnels hold? How did they shape the religious practices of one of the world's most influential civilizations? Join us as we delve into the fascinating world of these underground sanctuaries and explore their profound impact on the ancient Greek way of life. Some of them led to sacred springs or underground chambers that were believed to be connected with the divine. As mentioned earlier, the priests would have used the tunnels to move around the temple and possibly even to conduct their rituals. For example, researchers are still trying to determine the exact purpose of each tunnel and how they all fit together to form a larger system. Additionally, the tunnels have been dated back to the Archaic period, but it's unclear whether they were used throughout the entire ancient Greek period or just for a few centuries. By using the tunnels, the Pythia could have avoided the crowds and noise of the temple above, allowing her to deliver her prophecies in peace. The cult of Demeter, the goddess of agriculture and fertility, was one of the most widely worshipped cults in ancient Greece. The discovery of the tunnels at Eleusis has shed new light on the rituals that took place there. It's providing a tangible link to one of the most enigmatic cults in ancient Greece. While the true purpose of the tunnels may never be fully known, their existence serves as a reminder of the deep religious beliefs and practices of the ancient Greeks. And the Eleusinian mysteries were a series of secret rituals that were held in her honor. What purpose did they serve in the religious practices of the Greeks? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more historical tales. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time, and we'll see you next time. These rituals were so revered that they attracted worshippers from all over the Greek world, including philosophers like Plato and poets like Stasnes. But what were the Eleusinian mysteries, and what role did the tunnels play in them? According to ancient accounts, the mysteries were a deeply moving and transformative experience for those who participated in them. The rituals were said to have been highly symbolic and allegorical, with the mysteries gradually revealed to the initiates over the course of several years. The use of the tunnels is thought to have been an integral part of the ceremony, allowing the initiates to symbolically journey to the underworld and emerge transformed. Some scholars believe that the tunnels may have represented the entrance to the underworld, with the initiates traveling through the darkness to emerge into the light of the temple as if reborn. Others suggest that the tunnels may have been used to create a sense of mystery and awe among the initiates, emphasizing the sacredness of the rituals. The secrecy surrounding the mysteries has left much to the imagination of modern scholars, with some believing that the rituals involved elements of magic and the occult. However, despite the speculation, the true nature of the Eleusinian mysteries remains shrouded in secrecy, with only a handful of clues left behind by ancient writers like Plutarch and Appius. Overall, the discovery of the tunnels at Delphi has added a new dimension to our understanding of the oracle and her prophetic abilities. While the true purpose of the tunnels may never be fully known, their existence provides a fascinating glimpse into the rituals and practices of one of the most iconic religious sites in ancient Greece. Further excavations and research are needed to answer these questions and piece together the full story of the tunnels. This means that the tunnels were not just used for special occasions, but were an integral part of the temple's operations. The next stop on our tour takes us to the Temple of Apollo at Delphi, one of the most important religious sites in ancient Greece. Here, nestled beneath the temple dedicated to the god of music, healing, and prophecy, archaeologists have uncovered a series of tunnels that are shrouded in mystery. The Temple of Apollo was renowned as the home of the famous oracle, a position held by a woman known as the Pythia, who was said to be able to deliver prophecies on behalf of the gods. These prophecies were highly sought after by the ancient Greeks, who believed that they could provide guidance on matters of love, war, and politics. The Pythia would enter a trance-like state and speak in a cryptic language that was then interpreted by priests, who relayed the message to the supplicants. But what did these tunnels have to do with the oracle and her prophecies? Researchers believe that the tunnels may have played a significant role in the Pythia's prophetic sessions. It's possible that the tunnels could have been used to induce a trance-like state, similar to the hypnotic state that the oracle would later enter in the temple above. The idea is that the tunnels may have created a sense of disorientation and altered the Pythia's perception of reality, making her more susceptible to the influence of the gods. Alternatively, the tunnels could have been used as a place of preparation for the Pythia, before she entered the temple to deliver her prophecies. In this scenario, the tunnels would have served as a sort of waiting room, where the Pythia could calm her mind and body before stepping into the sacred space of the oracle's chamber. Another theory suggests that the tunnels may have been used to conceal the Pythia as she moved around the temple complex. This would have been especially important during times of conflict when the oracle's safety was at risk. By using the tunnels, the Pythia could have avoided being seen by her enemies, thus protecting her from harm. Furthermore, the tunnels could have served as a safe and private passageway for the priests, allowing them to move freely and securely within the temple complex. This would have been especially important at night, when the temples were likely to be less crowded and more vulnerable to potential threats. Overall, the discovery of the tunnels has provided archaeologists with a unique opportunity to learn more about the daily operations of the temples and the people who tended to them. By studying the tunnels, researchers hope to gain a deeper understanding of the social and religious customs of the ancient Greeks and the role that the priesthood played in their society. This is especially true of the tunnels found at Eleusis. According to legend, the goddess Demeter, who was the mother of Persephone, searched for her daughter after she was abducted by Hades, the god of the underworld. Her search led her to the Telesterion, which was the main temple of the Eleusinian mysteries. It was here that Demeter sat on a nearby hill and watched the mysteries being performed. She was so impressed by the reverence and awe with which her cult was regarded that she decided to stay there and teach the initiates the secrets of her cult. The rites of the Eleusinian mysteries were highly secretive, and only those who had undergone a special initiation ceremony were allowed to participate in them. These rites probably involved a lot of symbolism and allegory, and the use of the tunnels may have been an important part of the ceremony. For example, the initiates may have journeyed through the tunnels to represent a symbolic journey to the underworld. Or the tunnels may have been used to create a sense of mystery and awe as the initiates made their way through the darkness and emerged into the sacred space of the temple. Whatever the case, the use of the tunnels adds a new layer of complexity and meaning to our understanding of the Eleusinian mysteries. The archaeological community has recently made an exciting discovery in Greece, unearthing a series of mysterious tunnels that have been found underneath some of the country's most important temples from the classical period. These tunnels, which in some cases stretch more than 100 meters, were probably used for secret religious ceremonies, but their exact function remains a mystery. The locations of these tunnels are particularly intriguing. They have been found under the Temple of Apollo at Delphi, the sanctuary of Athena and Poseidon at Cape Sunion, and the site of the Eleusinian mysteries near Athens. The last of these is by far the most interesting because it was here that the cult of Demeter and Persephone was venerated. This particular cult was so popular that it attracted worshippers from all over the Greek world and even had its own mystery school, which taught its members secret rituals and doctrines that were meant to help them live better lives. What's particularly amazing about the tunnels is that they were built during the Archaic period. Between the 7th and 6th centuries BCE, this was a time when Greece was just beginning to emerge as a cultural powerhouse, and when the worship of mystery cults like that of Demeter and Persephone was growing in popularity. The fact that these tunnels were used for secret religious purposes suggests that they played an important role in the religious lives of the ancient Greeks. But exactly what role is still unknown? However, researchers think they may have been used for mystery rituals, oracles, or priestly movements. It's also possible that they were used for all three purposes. What makes this even more interesting is that the tunnels didn't just lead to each other. Another fascinating aspect of these tunnels is that they provide a glimpse into the daily lives of the priests who tended to the temples. It's also worth noting that the discovery of the tunnels has raised new questions and speculation among archaeologists. And now let's return to our journey through the secret tunnels of Greece. Finally, the tunnels may have simply been used as a means of transportation for the Pythia and other members of the temple staff. Our journey takes us to the sacred site of Eleusis, where a series of underground tunnels have been discovered beneath the ruins of the Temple of Demeter. It's unclear why the cult of Demeter was so popular in ancient Greece, But it's possible that the promise of an afterlife in Elysium, a mythical paradise reserved for the blessed, was a major draw for many worshippers. Were the secret tunnels of ancient Greek temples symbolic journeys to the underworld, or were they portals to divine communication?